Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the topic fire extinguisher from chapter 9, Combustion and Flame. Now what is fire extinguisher? It is a device which is used to put fire out or off. Means it is a device which is used to extinguish the fire. It is a portable cylinder. Portable means which can be moved or transported from one place to another. Cylinder, it is cylindrical in shape. It is painted with red color for easy identification. So these are the main characteristics of a fire extinguisher. Now we will sum up all the points together and we can define fire extinguisher as a device which is used to put fire out or off or extinguish the fire. It is a portable cylinder which is painted with red color for easy identification. Now there are different types of fire extinguishers such as soda acid fire extinguisher, carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. Now what do you mean by soda acid fire extinguisher? Why is it called so? See, soda. Here soda stands for baking soda. Baking soda is the common name. Its chemical name is sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate, and acid stands for sulfuric acid. So these are the two main constituents or components of soda acid fire extinguisher, that are baking soda, or we can say sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate, and sulfuric acid. So these are two main constituents or components from which this soda acid fire extinguisher is made up of. That is why it is called soda acid fire extinguisher. Now, what is its construction and how does it extinguish the fire? Now, soda acid fire extinguisher is made up of a metallic cylinder. You can see in the figure, this is a metallic cylinder which is filled with saturated sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, means baking soda solution. Now, there is a separate glass bottle, here you can see, which is filled with concentrated sulfuric acid, and it is tied with the cap of the metallic cylinder. Now, when this knob here, when this knob is struck off, then this glass bottle breaks down and its concentrated sulfuric acid is mixed into sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate or baking soda solution. When this is mixed in sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate or baking soda solution, then a chemical reaction takes place between the two. As a result, large amount of carbon dioxide is released, which acts as a blanket and covers the fire or burning substance or combustible substance. In this way, it cuts off the supply of oxygen to the fire to the burning substance. So now fire or burning substance does not get oxygen, so burning does not take place further, and ultimately burning or fire is extinguished. Now there is a question. Why does carbon dioxide cover fire or burning substance like a blanket? Because carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen. So it settles down below oxygen and covers the burning substance or combustible substance or fire like a blanket and cuts off the supply of oxygen to the burning substance. Now burning substance does not burn further in the absence of oxygen. As a result, burning or fire is stopped, it is extinguished. In this way, this soda acid fire extinguisher extinguishes the fire. Now, there is a question. What is the chemical reaction taking place between concentrated sulfuric acid and sodium hydrogen carbonate or baking soda solution? The reaction is sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, or commonly known as baking soda solution. Its formula is NaHCO3. So, from the formula you can understand its chemical name, sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate, and commonly known as baking soda solution. When it gets mixed with concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4, then a chemical reaction takes place between the two. As a result, sodium sulfate solution is formed. It is a kind of salt. Its solution is formed. Along with this, large amount of carbon dioxide is released, which extinguishes the fire. With these products, water is also formed. So, when sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate or baking soda solution reacts with sulfuric acid, then these three products are formed. Sodium sulfate solution, carbon dioxide gas which extinguishes the fire, and water. Now, soda acid fire extinguisher is not effective in oil fires. It is not used in oil fires. Why? Because you can see in the reaction water is also formed along with carbon dioxide. So, water is also released out. If you are using this soda acid fire extinguisher to extinguish the fire caused by oil, then along with carbon dioxide water is also released out, and then that water which is heavier than oil settles down below oil. It means oil floats over the surface of water. Then it will keep on burning. So, it is not quite effective in extinguishing the oil fires. Now, second, carbon dioxide fire extinguishers. Now, what is carbon dioxide fire extinguisher? You can see in the figure, it is a metallic cylinder containing carbon dioxide under very high pressure. It means in this metallic cylinder, carbon dioxide is stored under very high pressure. Okay, this carbon dioxide fire extinguisher is red in color and it has a black band around its neck. When carbon dioxide is spread out of this carbon dioxide fire extinguisher, then carbon dioxide, which is heavier than oxygen, settles down below oxygen, covers the fire and cuts off the supply of oxygen to the fire or burning substance. So, now fire or burning substance does not get oxygen, and in the absence of oxygen, fire or burning substance will be extinguished. Now, this carbon dioxide fire extinguisher can be used in oil or petrol fires, means fires caused by flammable liquids like oil, petrol, diesel, and it can also be used in electrical fires because carbon dioxide is a bad conductor of electricity. If we use this carbon dioxide fire extinguisher in case of electrical fires, then that carbon dioxide which is spread out of this fire extinguisher does not conduct electricity, does not give us electric shock. So we can use it in case of electrical fires. Now, two more important things. You have seen that here we have used a term concentrated sulfuric acid. What do you mean by concentrated? Concentrated means in sulfuric acid, quantity of water is less, then it is known as concentrated sulfuric acid. When this quantity of water is more in sulfuric acid, then it is called dilute sulfuric acid. But here in this soda acid fire extinguisher, we use concentrated sulfuric acid in which quantity or content of water is less. Now, saturated sodium bicarbonate or baking soda solution. Here we have used the term saturated. What do you mean by saturated? It means in this solution no more solute, means no more sodium bicarbonate or baking soda can be dissolved. Now, next topic. Next topic is flame. What do you mean by flame? When a substance vaporizes on burning, it produces a flame. Okay? Again I am repeating. When a substance vaporizes on burning, it produces a flame. There are many substances or fuels which vaporize on burning, so they produce flame. For example, petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. On the other hand, there are many substances or fuels which do not vaporize on burning, so they do not produce flame, such as coal. So we can conclude that all the burning or combustible substances do not produce flame. Those substances which vaporize on burning, only they can produce flame, and rest of the substances which do not vaporize on burning do not produce flame. Now, next, candle flame. You must have observed that when we light a candle, it produces a flame. Why? Because wax of the candle vaporizes on burning and produces a flame. Now, this candle flame has different zones or regions or areas which vary or differ in color depending on the amount of oxygen available for combustion of wax vapors coming out of the candle on burning. As this candle burns, then wax vapors are coming out of it, and that wax vapors burn in different amounts of oxygen in different zones and produce differently colored zones of the flame. Now, what are the different zones, areas or region of the candle flame? First of all, this is the outermost zone, also known as non-luminous zone. It is blue in color. Why? Because here wax vapors get sufficient supply of oxygen, get sufficient amount of oxygen, so they burn completely. Their combustion take place completely. So, due to complete combustion of wax vapors, in the sufficient supply of oxygen, blue flame is produced. So this outermost zone of candle flame is non-luminous zone and it is blue in color because here wax vapors get sufficient supply of oxygen for complete combustion. Now, this is middle zone, which is luminous zone and yellow in color. Why? Because here wax vapors do not get sufficient supply of oxygen for burning. Instead, they get insufficient supply of oxygen for burning. So, their incomplete or partial combustion take place. As a result, yellow flame is produced. So, this zone is yellow. Now, coming to innermost zone. It is the zone of no combustion. It is dark zone or black zone because here wax vapors do not get oxygen to burn. So no burning, no combustion takes place here. So this is the zone of no combustion, no burning. So it is dark or black zone. So in this way, a candle flame has three zones which differ or vary in color because of the different amount of oxygen present in their areas. As I told you, this outermost zone, here wax vapors get sufficient supply of oxygen, so they burn in the sufficient supply of oxygen completely. Their complete combustion take place. That is why this outermost zone is blue in color and it is also known as non-luminous zone or zone of complete combustion. Now middle zone, here wax vapors do not get sufficient supply of oxygen, that is why they burn incompletely, partially in insufficient supply of oxygen. So this is yellow in color, it is the middle zone, yellow in color, luminous zone or a zone of incomplete combustion. Now innermost zone, this is dark zone which is dark or black in color and it is the zone of no combustion, no burning because here wax vapors do not get oxygen at all. So they do not burn in the absence of oxygen. So this is a zone of no combustion, no burning or we can call it dark or black zone. So in this way, candle flame has three zones, three regions, three areas which vary or differ in color depending on the amount of oxygen available for the combustion of wax vapors which are coming out of this candle on burning. This is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.